Yes. And I am going to share my screen so we could talk about detoxification today. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay. And we are going to start from the very beginning. There we go. Well, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about 6 reasons why you need to detox. My name is Dr. Maria Rodriguez. I am a wellness advisor specializing in chiropractic care, and I am a certified quantum nutrition practitioner. Again, thank you for joining me. If you would be so kind as to introducing yourself on the chat, your name, where you're from, and if you have any specific questions regarding detoxification, which we will be calling it detox for short, but it is detoxification. And I want to start by sharing my why. Why did I get into natural health care and what my story is? Growing up as a child, I was chunky and I was bullied by my brothers, probably not with super bad intentions, but you know how siblings are. And so I was called the hippo. And I wanted to be cute and not a hippo. So my mission at 10 years old was to get on a diet and lose weight and not be called hippo anymore. So it actually worked. I did a grapefruit diet and I lost weight, got very slim, and pretty much never have gained back the weight after that um, until around having my children, but then went back to my normal size. Later on, when I became a gymnast around the age of between 12 and 16 years of age, but more in the beginning, while I was running to do a vault, I fell to the floor. I had excruciating pain. My coach had to literally pick me up from the floor and put me in the car when my mother came to get me. And somehow my mother knew to take me to the chiropractor. And within 1 or 2 adjustments, I was perfectly fine and back in the gym and so glad because gymnastics was literally my love in my life at that time. And I was scared that I was feeling so bad that I wouldn't be able to go back. So going forward, around the age of 16, 17, around that age, I became a candy striper. For those of you that might not know, that is a volunteer at the hospital. And that picture of that little girl with that striped dress is not me, but that's similar to what I had to wear. And when I saw that the nurse was packing a wound and just putting gauze like this into that little girl's leg wound, I fainted and I decided, no, that's not for me. I knew already from my experience with dieting and with how good I got with chiropractic and the gym, that healthcare was my mission, but definitely not bloody healthcare. So later on, I got hurt at the gym doing that exercise that you see there on the screen. Literally had to get lifted up off of it. I was in horrible pain. My friend, who was the owner of the gym, literally picked me up out of the machine and I got myself to the chiropractor. I don't even remember how, but again, within 1 or 2 adjustments, I was great. So when he told me that he needed an assistant, I immediately said, yes, I want to be your assistant. And long story short, shortly after working for him, decided to go to chiropractic school in Dallas, Texas. So that's my story. And it's been 32 years and it's been wonderful. So the goals of this webinar is to provide you natural healthcare options for detoxification, answer any questions, and provide natural solutions. So why does the topic matter? Because there are misconceptions related to detox. People are going to say, "Oh, I'm okay just doing a green juice cleanse. I bought this off of the internet. I feel okay. I don't really need to do a detox." And it bothers me that people still don't know how much of a toxin burden we are all under. And it's only getting worse because these companies just really don't care. and they're bombarding us with their chemicals. So if we don't make a change and we're not proactive with our health, we will have health consequences. What exactly is detoxification? It's the process your body uses to get rid of harmful substances, or what we call toxins. And these toxins come from the food you eat, from the air that you breathe, you and I, from medications, alcohol, and other substances. So it's coming from the food, the air, the water, pretty much everywhere. Our body is naturally detoxing, but then we get overloaded and the detox pathways get clogged up, and then we don't detox as we should, and that's where the problems begin. So the detox is mainly handled by the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the skin, and the digestive system. So basically, you're detoxing through your breath, through the urine, through the feces, and through the skin. People that get skin issues, especially if they don't go to the bathroom good, that's how your body is detoxing, right? These organs work together to break down and remove toxins through sweat, urine, stool, and breath, like I just mentioned. So what are the symptoms? What is the body? How is the body telling you that it needs a detox? It needs help with detox is the better phrase for it. Mentally and emotionally, it could be mood swings, irritability. We're seeing a lot of anxiety, trouble focusing, brain fog, memory issues. You can't sleep right? Or if you do fall asleep, you wake up easily. Fatigue, low energy. Huge would be digestive issues like bloating, constipation, gas, headaches. You could have body odor, bad breath, skin problems. Like I said, you can't lose weight. You've tried everything and you can't lose weight. Maybe the detox pathways are clogged up. You're achy, your muscles hurt, and if you have strong food cravings. If you're frequently getting sick, if you have a lot of allergies or you're sensitive to a lot of foods, if you have dark circles under your eyes, swollen or puffy face, hands or feet, and these are just to name a few. You could have another boatload of different types of symptoms. So have you experienced any of these symptoms that I just mentioned? And what solutions have you tried that possibly have or have not worked? And if you got rid of those symptoms and you took care of that problem, what would this solve in your life and how would your life be better for it? So what are the statistics saying? It's in our air. So there's over 7 million deaths globally due to pollutions in our air, microplastics, forever chemicals. Not really, I got this off the internet. I'm not really sure what the PM 2.5 is, but probably not good for us, right? Our water, 45% of tap water is contaminated, and it's affecting 158 million people in the United States. Again, there's forever chemicals, every chemical that you use to disinfect and to clean, it gets dumped into our water. There's lead in our water, and then there's more chemicals. In the food, there's widespread pesticide residues, and then all the packaging that they're using for our food also causes problems. So there's pesticides, forever chemical, bisphenols, phthalates, you name it, we're bombarded with it. What are some common side effects of maybe that you're doing your detox either wrong or too fast, or your body just needs professional help because you don't know where the bindup is, where the detox pathway is stuck. So if you're not eating enough or you're eating the wrong foods, you could end up with fatigue and low energy from your detox. If you all of a sudden cold turkey, stop drinking coffee, and especially if you put creamers with high sugar, it could give you headaches, right? It can make your sugar crash. If your laxatives are too harsh, if the juicing is not appropriate, it could also give you, make you nauseous and give you diarrhea. You could get dehydrated. Your blood pressure can go either too high or too low. So if it goes too low, probably end up with dizziness and lightheadedness. You could have blood sugar crashes if your insulin is off and your glucose is off, right? And then that's going to cause you sometimes to be even hungrier during a detox. If you're not taking in enough protein, you could lose too much muscle during a detox. If you don't have enough electrolytes in your detox, you could have excessive sweating, diarrhea, that kind of stuff. If your fiber is too high too soon and your gut flora cannot handle it, then you're going to have bloating and massive digestive upset. So fiber is good, but too much fiber is also could be a problem. And then if your diet is too restrictive, like you're doing that juicing for too long, you're not incorporating your protein fast enough, you can end up with nutrient deficiencies. So what are the things that we find in your body? These are the 6 main reasons why we find that your body needs to detox. The foods that we're eating, the main contributors to sensitivities are wheat, dairy, soy, corn, sugar, artificial sweeteners, grains, and nuts. We could find things in your body that are taxing your kidneys or your livers or your liver or your skin, like anything viral. Lyme is very prevalent. Bacterial issues, parasites are huge, meaning not huge in size, but huge. A lot of people have them. And it's not a third world country problem anymore. Could be dealing with mold and fungus and yeast. Toxins like we just talked about, like the chemicals and the heavy metals. Radiation from cell phones, from earbuds, from Apple Watches, from Wi-Fi towers, from frequent flying. If you know a pilot and that's been his career, you'll notice that they gray easy because of the radiation that they're getting from the constant flying. And then also stress can cause you to not detox properly in the form of physical stress, chemical stress, like the burdens we're talking about, emotional stress, and also spiritual. So it could congest the livers, it could weaken the adrenals, it could hinder the kidneys from detoxing properly, as well as affecting your skin so that you don't detox properly. So we find these causes that are stumbling your detox or causing your body to become burdened. And so the detox pathways get clogged through quantum nutrition testing. So what is quantum nutrition testing? It's a form of kinesiology, meaning that we use either the patient's muscle, a surrogate, meaning if it's a child, the mom can touch the child and we use the mom's arm for testing, or you do it quantumly where we don't even need the patient's arm. And we do a muscle test as practitioners that give us information about how the organs are doing. We do what's called an organ scan or a body scan, and we're seeing which ones are affected and what is the cause. So we go through the different causes and we find out what the problem is, and then we prescribe professional grade nutrition in the form of supplements to handle the problem, along with dietary and lifestyle changes. So you cannot do supplements to fix your life. Supplements is exactly that. They're supplements, and then your diet is adapted and fixed, and we help you take out all the bad stuff, and we help you put in good stuff little by little in a gradient. Unless you're one of these go-getter heroes that can go cold turkey on things that are not good for you. And then the lifestyle changes, of course, you need to drink more water, you need to exercise more, you need to get to bed at a decent time. If you need to use blue blockers for your computer screen or as eyeglasses to help you not get the radiation from the blue. then those are the lifestyle changes that we would go through. So it's a very comprehensive program, very effective. There's practitioners all around that are getting fantastic results. Um, this testimonial, I forgot to change this. It's not actually Tim. This is one of my patients, and she does not mind me telling her name. Her name is Lisette, and she's been my quantum nutrition patient for probably 6 months, and her son as well. Her son's name is Lucas. He was completely unverbal. His motor skills also were very low. And now she says, my son is talking and calling me mama. He is 3, and to finally hear him call me mama and dad papa has been the biggest blessing. One of the products that I have him on is called Detox. So she writes, Detox has made a huge difference. I can express enough how overjoyed we are. Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez, for being the light in our darkest moments. So getting testimonials like that all the time from feeling better and opening those detox channels, because pretty much every program that we do in the office does involve detox, because we're either getting rid of food sensitivities or bacterial infections, or we're helping the body to get rid of them. We don't get rid of them. Your body gets rid of them. And all these things that I just mentioned to help your body get rid of them, because we have this amazing body that our Heavenly Father gave us with an internal wisdom. We call an innate wisdom that, given the right tools, is practically an amazing machine that is taking care of itself. So also we do questionnaires in the office, just in case you think that you're doing great. And we ask, if I don't know if you could see it, it's probably not that great, but it's a toxicity questionnaire. And you shouldn't score more than 40. And if you do, that means you need to detox. We have companies that help us teach our patients where we're getting all these chemicals from, air and water pollutants, pesticides and herbicides, preservatives and additives, household cleaning products, cigarette smoke, dyes and paints, certain personal care products. I would say probably most personal care products. So look and see what you're using for shampoo, for conditioner, what makeup are you putting on, what lotions are you putting on, and what chemicals do they contain, right? Because a lot of them do contain heavy metals. And then other toxins that are coming from all over the place. So these are just some of the companies that I use. If you want to have a solution to your problem with quantum nutrition testing, we can get to the heart of the problem by finding the true cause of your health problems. And we naturally fix your health problems using professional grade supplements. A lot of the supplements that you buy at the stores like Costco and Target and Walmart have been bought out by big pharmaceuticals or big food industry companies. Like just looked up one for one of my patients, and Nestle owns that vitamin line. So the problem with that is they're not going to have your best interests at heart, and they put a lot of fillers that have nothing to do with what you're buying. So it really pays to pay for the professional grade supplements, because you can count on it that what they say is in their bottle is actually in the bottle. Okay. So if you want to feel better and really be better from the inside out, then my invitation to you is that you schedule an evaluation. For the month of June, we're doing a Father's Day special. And also, if you want to get the special from right here and schedule, you could get the QR code, and we would be so glad to be able to help you with this. And yes, I would love to help you. So you matter, your health matters, and it's important that you look into it. So I want to end by giving the quote from Thomas Edison, which is one of my favorite health quotes, is the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. So the discount is available today. Go ahead and again, scan the QR code, or you could copy this link here and schedule your appointment. I want to thank you for attending the webinar. If you want to get a hold of me, we have our phone number here, our fax, and the website, which has more information on QNT and chiropractic and balance, different things that we do in the office. You could join us on Facebook. I love you for you to follow me on Instagram. And then these videos do get uploaded eventually onto YouTube. So if you want to share it with a friend, that'd be so fantastic. So once again, good night. Thank you for joining and have a beautiful evening.